What's going on, good people? This your guy King Fitch, back with another video, and it's been a while in this mix. But for me, this marks tomorrow, August 11th, 2023, will mark 2-year wedding anniversary with my beloved wife Lois, and 12 years overall, as well with my wife Lois. So I just want to say I love you, baby. I love you more than words can really describe. I love you with my whole heart. Love you with our friendship. Love you in many different ways. I feel like over the years, you'll notice it. When I wrote inside a card that I got for you. I also said how our love is unmatched. Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's super important that you know how much I feel about you. I enjoy YouTube in this for the sake of my motivational videos, my 2K videos I post obsessively at least a few times a week on my days off from work. And this video is going to be at least 12 minutes or more. Not exactly 12 minutes, but over 12 minutes to commemorate 12-year anniversary that I have with my wife. So for those who don't know, and not everybody's going to know anyway, I first met my wife on Twitter. I met my wife back in 2011. We spoke, I think, I want to say, was it that January? Maybe the very last month or so in 2010. Just about the beginning of the 2011 calendar year in January. Either way, we decided to start talking. Direct messaged her back when I had my original account that's now officially gone. So screw you, Elon Musk, for that. I have a second Twitter account that I've had since January of 2023. My original account I've had for over 14 years is officially gone. I had about 9,200 followers, 560,000 tweets. Right now I have about 635, whatever, right? 17,200 tweets and counting, because I'm always going to find sports, ESPN stuff, TikToks, etc. But at the time, we were just friends. We took it slow. About 6.5, 7 months later, we decided to become a couple. Even though I still lived in New York and she was already out here in California where I currently reside with her. But this is over, 10 years later, 12 years later, like, yeah, 11 and a half years, whatever the case may be. But we decided to become a couple, and we went out in 2011, even though we didn't visit each other until maybe that 2012 or so. But she came to New York to visit me at the time. I lived in Harlem, then eventually moved to Brooklyn. Those last couple years, I was still in New York because I was born and raised in New York over 2 decades, right? So even though I'm almost 33 years old, I've been in California over almost 10 years. We became so close. We wrote each other letters for almost 3 full years. We still continue to write each other cards even though we currently live together, because that's what made us what we are today. That sense of communication, you know. I'm not perfect. Nobody is. I make mistakes and I admit to my faults. And that we talk about things respectfully as a couple behind closed doors. That's what true couples that last many years do. I'm not saying everybody should get married, even though I believe in God, I believe in this value. I am not like my father, who we've had our battles with each other. My father's overwhelmingly religious, and it's taken a toll on me, you know? But for me, it's more trying to understand the difference between balance. I understand how important this marriage is. I'm very loyal when it comes to my personal life, my personal goals, my family. Even if they're not always loyal to me, I understand. You know, when you're a New Yorker, you gotta have a sense of loyalty and pride. But it's a dog eat dog world. Everybody's cutthroat. Not everybody, but a lot of people are. So you have to really be on your guard. You have to really watch out. I've lost things. I've lost connections. I've had people in my family pass away from illnesses, viruses, whatever the case may be. And it was friends I know that are no longer alive. So I've been through so much. And when it comes to the sense of the relationship that I have with my beloved Lois, we both can understand what it's like to be independent. Right? To carry our families on our backs, literally. I'm not going to go in full details, but this woman is the most loyal human being I know on the planet outside of myself. And our loyalty has shown over the years. She's always given me quality feedback on different jobs and different educational routes I've taken. We both graduated together. She didn't want to do the commencement. I didn't pressure her about it. She did get her degree. I got mine after 7.5 years, foster care, everything that was in my way. I still at least got that degree that I wanted to get years prior, but because of personal situations causing me to eventually leave the state of New York, even though I was already still in a relationship with my wife from long distance. And at the time, we weren't married yet. We just got married 2 years ago, but we've been together so many years. We've built that bond from the start, but we took our time in the sense of building the relationship up. And I'm super proud of that. And it shows. We could crack jokes. I could squeeze her butt. Not gonna talk about nothing too crazy, too personal, but use this video. About to need a haircut, a shave, but I'm a grown man. I do what I do. Use this video as more of an educational tool to learn about loyalty, because when it comes to loyalty, my God, I'm it. I left Walmart in 2021. I came back because I needed to. It is what it is. I have a big family, big extended family, everything. It's bigger than just me. I'm going to do right by me and mine no matter what. It's that sacrifice, because retail sucks. I'm going to be honest. But it's not about that. It's about the loyalty aspect, as I mentioned as well. Lois, once you watch this video, know that I love you so very much from the bottom of my heart. Happy 12-year anniversary. You complete me. You truly complete me, because I was broken. I truly was. I didn't have that much faith in myself to succeed, to really find a goal. Yeah, I was going to school, working summer jobs, working different jobs, but I didn't really have a direction like I do now. Sure, I'm working at Walmart, right? But at least I'm older with a better sense of maturity. I've come a long way from age out of foster care. And, we met, and it's been bliss. It's been beautiful, because I've tried other relationships and they didn't work out. You used to see me rant on Twitter about women in relationships and how they don't look at nice guys like me because, yeah, I act up outside of school. But when it came to school, I always did my homework, always took education serious. I went to school for 25 years. If you count at elementary school in 95 in Harlem, New York, I did everything I had to be great. I continue to do what I have to be great. I built certificates. I've gotten scholarships. I've worked in Wall Street, worked for state agencies. I've worked many different jobs over a span of 20 years. Not straight, but I've had many different jobs over a span of 20 years, because I think I got hired around 11, 12 years old, 2002. I didn't turn 12 yet till that December. And I am 32 now, working at Walmart over 2 years, but 10 months in my second stint with the same organization. But I made 2 years combined. So this is like the third or fourth job in my lifetime that I've worked for over 2 years, maybe fourth or fifth. So you count my community college job at MJC, you count my White Castle job in New York City before I left in 2013 to move out here to be with my wife in person. And you count my school job for 15 months, etc. at PAL with the refereeing on Saturdays. So I've definitely done my part to really show the world how active I am. It's not about comparing job titles and all this stuff, because as Americans, that's our problem anyway. We like to compare and measure each pause, but measure each other. You know what I mean? Like it comes to a point where you have to do what's best for you and yours. You can't compare yourself to the next man, woman, whoever next door or whatever. You have to follow your path based on whatever your direction is or whatever your aspiration and goals are. So when it comes to my goals and my wife's goals, we talk about it all the time. We make the active plans we have to make. And I love her so much for that, because sometimes she doesn't give herself enough credit and I lift her up. And sometimes something doesn't happen the way I want to and she lifts me up. And that's what a true couple does, whether you're married or not. This video is not just me ranting and talking about my life, but it's talking about the success that I've had with my wife in honor of our anniversary. And I appreciate her so much. I tend to go in different directions when I do these videos, but my goal with these videos is to provide a sense of positivity and a sense of substance, in the sake that it is super important that you understand how key it is to really follow your dreams, follow your goals. And you're always going to have somebody that's positive, or either positive or negative. You have to really find those positive influences, because not everybody wants to see you win. When it comes to my wife, I'll punch somebody in their mouth for her. Not even hesitate, because me and this woman are like this. She's not only my greatest companion, she's my best friend, right? Everybody in her family is my family. Everybody in my family is her family. But when it comes to the whole family situation, everybody in this house love them to death. We solid, right? It took years to build what I've built here at this household with my wife's extended family. It's bigger than just me. It's bigger than us. And I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful to God for that. Because when you truly love somebody, you always find a way to make it work. People nowadays, this generation is cooked. I'm a millennial. I'm 32 years old. I grew up with VHSs, video cassettes. I grew up with both parents, but kind of having issues, tough black neighborhoods, things all over New York City. I've lived in the worst neighborhoods in all New York City still, 2-3 decades later, right? I'm not even in these neighborhoods, and they're gentrified now. Everybody's overcharging. I grew up through true struggle. I've been in shelters. I've been in foster care, as I've mentioned in the past. I really made it work to get to where I am now in a beautiful house in California. I worked hard to get here. I truly have. And I am grateful to God for that. And I wouldn't even be here if it wasn't for my wife as well. She never rushed me when it came to marriage. And I'm grateful for that as well, because we practically were unofficially married the first 4 or 5 years in anyway. We just didn't put a ring on it. And that was our decision. But my whole thing is, I love her for it, regardless of when the decision a few years ago we finally got married. That's not the point. My point is, I'm just giving you, my beloved Lois, flowers, and for those listening, just insight on how valuable marriage is. I'm not pushing it on to anybody. To each his own. We got people with 3-4 wives. They do all that weird shit. That's your business. But just know there's consequences for every action. So you have to really understand what you're getting yourself into with monogamy, polygamy, whatever the hell you into. And that's your choice. That's your decision. I'm from the 90s, New York City hip-hop era, crack, pandemic, 80s, graffiti on the subway trains. I don't mess around all that weird shit that people be doing nowadays. And it is what it is. People just strange. This new generation of people is just strange. Even people 5, 6, 7 years apart from me are strange. You just, it is what it is. But for me, it's super important that I let it be known how much I love my wife on this very special day tomorrow. We're going to enjoy our days off from work because we work together in the same site. So if you're seeing this, Lois, happy 12-year anniversary. Thank you for 12 wonderful years. And here's to 12 more and another 12 more. As long as we are on this earth together, I will love you until my dying breath. Thank you for everything you've done for me. And I promise to be a wonderful husband if I haven't already. But I believe I've done a good job. But seriously, thank you. I appreciate you so much. You are the light in my world of darkness. So happy 12th year anniversary, my beloved Lois Fitch. I love you so much. And for those listening, stay positive, stay blessed. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. My subscriber count's taking a dip. People get tired of my video, 2K videos. I don't care. I'm just doing me. YouTube don't pay me anyway. I just enjoy this site. I've been on here over 15 years. It don't even matter at this point. I'm just going to post what I like. If you're with me, appreciate you. If you're not, you're not. Thanks for those who've been rocking with me for years and whatever, the long way. You are appreciated. Have a blessed day, y'all. King Fitch out.